What is up, everybody? Alright, let's do the new Grail front today. And yeah, I completely forgot that basically every Lost Belt has a pre-campaign. So yeah, we're probably gonna have to wait a while. What do you think? Maybe they do Case Files rerun, pre-campaign, in Lost Belt 6 maybe? Or is that too optimistic? We've had so many dead weeks though. Oh my god, it's insane how slow FGO's been lately. Like, they gotta step up their game and they're like slowing down. It's messed up. Oh, hey look, I'm in the middle of a farming stage. Let's murder this real fast. Hey, Say, thank you for the resub. And thanks again, Silent Blade, for the resub as well. Today's stream might be a little whack. My allergies went so insane on me last night. I barely slept. Thankfully, I don't feel as bad as I normally do when I don't sleep because I at least had 2 nights of okay sleep back to back. So I do feel bad, but I felt worse. So, but not the best feeling right now. But we'll carry on as best we can. Yeah, I cannot wait to get fully vaccinated and then see a fucking specialist because, I have to. It's like, it's not getting any better and, I can't live the rest of my life like this, so I'm gonna have to get something done. Okay, give me some Void Dust though, game. Doesn't look like I have any yet. I've probably been whiffing AP, but whatever. Yeah, I've been doing this stage off and on, so we got a meta set up. But I gotta get that Void Dust. The gold chest is honestly based on the stage. Like, different stages, like, grade different drops differently. It's kind of weird. Like, I'm pretty sure bones show up as gold when they drop in certain skeleton stages, but not in all. They're just weird stuff like that. I think it's, I think, I've never really, analyzed this super carefully, but I'm pretty sure, let me do this stage one more time just to get my AP down a little bit. But I'm pretty sure each stage has like their designated drops. That's supposed to be like the main important drop of the stage, right? And they normally make that a gold chest. See, I kind of have to stay inside because of my allergies, so I don't have much choice in the matter there anyway. But I'll still be glad when I'm fully vaccinated. I got my first shot, so I just gotta get the next one. Although then I'll probably, you might get sick, for like a day or 2 when you get it, so. Yeah, I might have to go MIA for a little while when I get that, and then when I go to the doctor and try to see how this gets sorted out, so there might be a gap in my streaming for a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't happen, like, right as something cool happens in FGO, like, we weather these months of nothing, because, DW, and then they finally do something awesome, and then I'm like, well, I'm out of action for a week, guys. I feel like that's kind of suck. Like Lost Belt 6 or something like that. It would depend on how, like, if I get a surgery, that'll have to be scheduled, and that'll be a while and everything, and the recovery takes a while. But whenever the surgery does happen, if I need surgery, we'll have to see. But if I end up needing surgery, I might be able to still make videos, just depending, but I doubt I'd be able to stream, but I might still be able to make videos. Who knows? Maybe I'll be, like, incapacitated, and so I'll have nothing to do, right? And so I'll have, like, all the time in the world to edit a video, so maybe I can make something good that way. You never know. At least Vortigern while you're gone. Yeah, I mean, I'd be glad that he was in, as long as I was, like, healthy enough to roll. I'll nab that and then be happy about it later, right? So, several of my family members and several of my friends have gotten fully vaccinated, and it's been pretty 50-50. Like, half of them have had, like, a day or 2 of feeling kind of blech and getting achy and stuff, and then the other half nothing happened at all. Like, nothing at all. So it's kind of just, I guess, just genetics or something, really. Okay. What am I up to? Probably like 20. Yeah, right on the up button, 20. So I need 10 more and then like an extra 50 or some crap for a safety cushion. I guess if they rerun case files, I need to just go bananas on Barbatos on JP, which I'll be able to do very easily on this account. I should be able to shred it. I can probably make a setup that I don't even need to use battery on, I would think. And, anyway, so I can get a bunch of QP and Void Dust that way. He's not that good of a drop rate on Void Dust, but at least it's something. You know, I'm not gonna, I know sometimes when you get kind of like pooped from things like that, your body's exhausted and you sleep more than normal and that kind of thing. And I remember this one time, this was another time several years ago, where I was battling my allergies really bad, like now. And I had just had this period where I had not slept for so long, and then I got very sick. And then I have on this medicine that's actually supposed to make it very hard to sleep. Like generally, when you're on the medicine, it's very difficult to sleep. But I was so exhausted. I took the medicine and it let me be able to breathe, and I was gone. I was asleep for so long, and just like it wasn't even hard. I was like, well, I'm out. And so it's actually kind of nice when that happens, because like if you're struggling with sleep and then you're able to just conk out and not care about it, it's kind of a good feeling. Okay, let's see. So how many have we done? I think we've done 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got this one and then 2 more, I think. Have they said if they're giving us the costume for Merlin? I suspect they are, because it's so little work to implement it. You know, they should have given Caesar, like, sunglasses as a costume when he was in the Grail front. Yeah, I mean, there's no story to this, but I guess it's just Merlin being Merlin. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't be, you know, it's not something I'd put past Merlin. But yeah, they gave us literally no story or context for this event, so I don't know why. I guess they just thought it'd be funny or something. Well, there's Mordred. Let's see. So we've worked with what was he? Day 1 was Bedivere, and then I think it was Gwaine, and it was Tristan, and then Gareth, now Mordred. So we still have Lancelot, right? Is that it? And I guess the last day, maybe they'll make you work with Lion King. I think I'm forgetting one. Surely there's another Night of the Round in the game that I'm just slipping my mind here. Because they gotta do 7, right? Although I guess some of the characters have 2 versions, they could do that. Oh, Sir Kay, right? Yeah, guys, yeah, it's Sir Kay! Right, that must be tomorrow, right? And the day after is Lion King, right? Totally! God damn it. Okay. That's a lot of baddies. So the side boss is Edison. Of course, that's the CE they picked. Get maybe Sitting Master. Yep, that is a sit. He's on a couple of CEs already, I think. Oh, George got his. I had a feeling they would do that there. What about Kojiro? No, so it's just those 2. Man, there's several ones they could have given Kojiro. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's not overstat this. Let's keep it reasonable. Like, why is Qingong in the front? Like, what's the... Also, what is the theme here? What on earth is the theme here? Like, Sitting Master and Kojiro, okay, that's kind of a thing. But then George, and then Fergus, and then Qingong, Edison, Spartacus. I mean, this is just totally random. It's like, guys, just... throw some names in a hat, and yeah, they are all dudes. That's true. That's a pretty weak common denominator, though. But that is something, because they had that one that was like all stuff from Lost Belt 5, you know, Greek stuff. They did that one. That one was obvious. I don't know. There must be something. It's always fun to try to figure out what their gimmick is. Okay, what do we bring here? Keep the stats down. Could do a Rosh, that'd be difficult. smart military guys? Not really, because you got Qin Gong and I guess in a way Sitting Master, but I mean Kojuro's not exactly a warrior in that, or military. You know, he's a fighter, I guess, but he's not in the military. Spartacus is fucking Spartacus, right? And then Edison's an inventor, so get 2 riders. A rider can basically fight everything here but Kojiro, so then you just need the archer to deal. I probably won't bring extra class just to make it interesting. Alright, 2 riders then. We'll do... let's see. Uji would be the obvious pick, but we do that every stage when we have a rider and we're going budget. Let's try to be more interesting than that. All tall? Maybe. That's another pretty strange criteria. I mean, George isn't exactly what I'd call a Buster Servant or Sitting Master, you know. Black Bart? Chad, I think that might be the other extreme. I like how 2 people said that. Do it, you won't. Okay, fine, we'll do it then. He is very stylish, you know, I mean, who doesn't like Black Bart? I mean, look at this man. Like, that's... I need to Grail him. I need to at least Grail him once. He'll get 10 levels out of it. I'd be totally okay with that. I think he's 999, yeah. Yeah, I really should Grail him at some point. Just 1 Grail, go to 70, feels good. Yeah, I would really like a buff for him. Maybe, are there bronze? Qin Gong's bronze. George's bronze. Kojuro's bronze, but we have no chance on that one. Alright, archer... Kind of wanted to do something different. Whoa, not that. Nice skill ranks and NP buff there, so not that one. Billy would probably be too good. You know, we could do this because of Edison, but I don't know. Is that's kind of dumb. But, because they always do that, but that would be kind of fun. It would also wreck our team cost. Do it? I mean, he is in P1. He is in P1, so I think that makes it fair. And it's not like there's any sabers here. Columbus. Easy pick. Alright. We'll do that. What do we give? Maybe we give him Golden Sumo because he might need the help. This aerial drive. Man, it is hard for me to enunciate my words correctly. Whenever I'm tired and like I don't sleep well, that's always a problem for me. You know, it's not great. Now I could bring Mash because she's free, but let's just not keep it tough. Tesla is very good. He's definitely an underrated archer in my opinion. He's not the best in the game, but you don't have to be the best to be very good. And every once in a while, a stage really is right up his alley, so occasionally he is very meta. Alright, off we go. I tell you though, I'm excited. I hope once I can see a doctor and everything, I'm hoping I can get this behind me and just go full steam again, because I've got the will, right? So I'm just gotta get my health back. There's a lot of ways to buff Black Bart. You could give him a self battery. You could just upgrade his NP. You could, and there's, you know, better star bomb, things like that. Upgraded NP with maybe a new effect is pretty appealing, I would say. It's tough though. Just like with Charlotte, being a 1-star is tough when you're kind of a DPS. Now he's a DPS support hybrid. He definitely has a degree of support, and that helps him. It does help him. But a lot of his kit is kind of aimed at still damage, so it would almost be wise to buff him in the support area. That way you don't care if his stats are low. It's like, oh hey, look, his support is so good. I don't care that his DPS isn't that great, because he's a 1-star, right? And hey, we need a quick support, so maybe make Black Bart the quick support. Like, give him one of those big juicy buffs like they gave Hohenheim, right? Where it really like, changed what he's about. You could do that for Black Bart and make him a massive quick support. He's already got the Star Bomb. Honestly, I like this idea. When I think about Black Bart's kit, making Black Bart the budget quick support, I think that's fine. And I think it fits his character really well. And the fact that he already has a degree of support and he has the Star Bomb, that's already in the area of what you want. It wouldn't even be hard to do. Yeah, fuck it, do that. I think that's a great idea. Alright, let's see. I guess Black Bart up first. Go fight Chin Gong. I wonder if he'd be ballsy enough to move twice and attack me. Let's find out. I'll put that there so the damage is spread out. We'll move Tesla. I don't want him taking damage for no reason. If I move up one, Spartacus will probably smack me. Grabbing that NP up would be nice, but it's useless on the enemy, so if they get it, I don't care too much. Yeah, you can make the quick up team-wide. I'd want more than that, though. You know, 20% is not gonna be the quick support, right? When you're dealing with, you know, Chen Gong over there with the giant buster up and giant crit up and a battery and so on and so forth, and the competition for support in art and buster is so strong. Quick needs something pretty hefty, if you will. Do I guts just for the battery? I think we do. And then we do this. Oh, he's only got 37k. I probably could have like gone ham there. His animations are so good though. I really like them. Like because they fit him. They're not lazy, but they're not over the top. They're not fancy just for the sake of being fancy, and I like that kind of stuff. Fucking Kyo's buff. Oh, what were they doing with that one? Please don't disappoint me. I know you're level 60, but come on now. You're counterclassing. He's only got 24k. It's nothing. You got it. Look at those cannons. Too bad they're CGI and it's what? They couldn't draw a still like that. Those cannons don't move, right? You don't see them from different perspectives. It's a still shot. Why didn't they just draw that? Like, the game would look so much better if they would draw stuff like that. I get it, sometimes it's like super impractical and sometimes it's easier for them to do the CG. But when it's not even moving, I swear it's not even easier to use a CG unless they're using like a, you know, a default Unity asset, which I would assume they're not stooping that low. Also, surely that would look out of place. Yeah, Kiyohime definitely needs an NP upgrade. Either bizarre that she doesn't have one, to be honest. You know what? I'm gonna do this because I want to crit with these quick cards. See if I make even more stars than what I made from the Star Bomb. I feel like that's not gonna happen, but you never know. Jin Gong can walk on water. I did not know this. Let's see, how many did I make? Nope, not worth it. It was not worth it. Not even. I guess if I was hitting 3 targets, that might have been worth it, but that was absolutely wrong. Take a step back and see if Spartacus moves in. Going right for Mordred, just like in the story in APOC. 9k? Hello? Yeah, okay, yeah, don't let him. Oh, he has a crit gimmick, I see. Okay, well, I was like, I'll just, you know, we'll face tank one attack, it'll be fine, no big deal. You know what? I think it's we're gonna just do this because that's pretty bad. Could do art. Let's do this. Let's look at the art up. That's so cool that he does that now. Imagine if you had some like budget team scenario where it was meta to bring an archer and a saber, and the one rare thing you had was Tesla. So you have Tesla's team-wide NP up, and then you have Betterbeer's team-wide NP up, and the boss is AoE or something, right? So you're getting extra NP from them attacking everyone at once. And you have a double NP up for both of them. Look at that stun though. Too bad he's dead, so it doesn't do anything. Okay. Now, when we attack, they'd both be there, which I don't want. Mordred could do her third. I think. How much is that? I'm not sure if that's 70. I think it's roughly 70. Well, let's find out. If it's not, we can have Mordred do like Star Bomb and try to crit and kill. 72. We have 1 star, so I think this is the better route. She didn't level her skills. Oh my god, this is why Camelot fell. All the Knights of the Round don't level their fucking skills. That's the problem. I always thought it was like, you know, Artoria with the you know, ordering the execution of Guinevere, and then you know, not accepting Mordred, and then Mordred rebelling, and then Gawain not wanting Lancelot's help, right? Because he killed his family, and the infighting, and you know, I thought that's why Camelot fell. No, that's a cover story. They're just a bunch of fucking incompetent morons, and they don't level their goddamn skills, and they were at that crucial moment. It was like, you gotta save Camelot, quick! Use your battery skill! Oh, I'm at 98%. I can't NP here. Well, Camelot is doomed. And, yeah, that's, and everything else is just, you know, it's PR. Well, time, and if we had some stars, it wouldn't be so bad, but we only had 1 star, so, Mordred, just crit forehead. Oh my god. I think our star bomb was also tied to skill rank, so she didn't even make as many stars, and we didn't have any stars from the previous turn, so... We didn't crit 1 time, but we killed anyway. I mean, I'll take it. If we had crit, we wouldn't have needed the attack up, but we didn't crit, so we did need the attack up. Clearly clairvoyance there. Okay, well, thematically, we should have Tesla fight Edison, although we just got completely bodied there. We should go to the attack spot zone. I can wait. If they don't be aggressive, I can just wait a few turns and have the heal come back, because this game mode... By the way, correct me if I'm wrong, but off memory from character material books, and more importantly, Garden of Avalon, the drama CD, I feel like they've never actually confirmed that Guinevere was executed successfully, but I've always assumed that happened. But as far as I'm aware, when they talk about Lancelot trying to save her, it's almost like implied that he fails, but I don't think anything ever says that. And I've thought this for a long time. Everyone acts like she was executed, and obviously that's very important. But I've never seen, as off memory, I don't remember anything that actually confirms that she was executed. Or that she was saved, either. I'm pretty sure they say, you know, Lancelot tries to save her, and I know he kills the other Knights of the Round and stuff, but I don't remember anything confirming if it was successful or not. Maybe I have to go back and look, but anytime I've looked at the character material books and stuff, I don't see anything that confirms it one way or the other. And then I haven't listened to Garden of Avalon in a while, so I'm not sure. But that's kind of a big detail, honestly, like if she's alive after those events or not. That's a pretty significant thing. And what I'm getting at is there's several things in Fate that they intentionally don't really say because they're not sure at the time, and they leave it open so they can do something with it later. And I could see that being one of those things. So what I'm going to do is next time I'm going to grab that attack up and then move back, and then the turn after that, then I'll attack and I'll have both attack ups. I'm assuming that's attack up. It could be apply something on attack, but and this will let turns go by so my heal comes back. I'm being a bitch is what I'm getting at. There's definitely some post-Camelot stuff that I would like to know what happens in the Fate version. Because, like, Sir Kay ends up sailing to other lands, right? But we have no idea what he does, and that'd be really interesting to see. Okay, well, hopefully... I'm gonna wait one more turn. I just have this stupid feeling that if I go right now, I'm like one turn away from getting my heal back. You know, we might see Guinevere in Lost Vault 6. Now, obviously, it's an alternate, you know, timeline, and things have gone awry, and it's not the normal history and all this stuff, but, I'd be okay with that. I want Camelot stuff, but I don't think... All the Camelot stuff I want to get, we're never going to get all of it, like, if any of it, so... Well, do that. Could do my guts again just to try to grab a defense up. I'm okay with that. I should have given him the command code for buff success chance. That's very worthwhile on him. Maybe I should have done quick art there. Yeah, green rate's super good. Damn, he's got an attack stat on him. Like, wow, okay. I had all that defense up and he, yeah, he got 3 actions. That's rare for a caster. I presume I will either break his bar or I will perish. No, or I will, get it with the attacks after the NP, so I'll go for the art. Okay, we got the stun, so pretty safe here. Hey, Tesla has an NP buff. The reason my Tesla's damage is a little iffy is because he's NP1, so. Also, I don't think Edison gets the bonus damage, because although they may be, like, you know, rivals and all that, Edison's a real person, and generally the way they do the Sky Earth thing is Earth is like legendary figures from history that aren't real, like Achilles. You know, it's fantasy. And Sky is divine, you know, it's the supernatural, that kind of thing. And Tesla is very much about, you know, humanity standing on their own and not relying on superstition and horse shit, right? And Edison was a real person, so he should just be... Edison is probably just man, and so man doesn't take the bonus damage. Basically, Tesla attacks fantasy. He goes to kids' birthday parties and slaps the balloon animal out of the clown's hands and tells the kids to read a science book. Thank you for the year sub. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna do... Actually, I don't think I do the evade because I have guts for this turn, so I'll just let him pop the guts and we save the evade. Tesla, why? Hey, and Bub, Bub, I think I got that right. Thank you for the 2 months sub. Santa Claus isn't real, yeah. So I never believed in Santa Claus as a kid, which will probably not surprise anyone here. Alright, we just keep attacking him. We just keep going. We don't have any of our buffs, but we're just going. Now, if I stun, I don't need the evade. But I'm gonna say that I'm not gonna stun, and so I'm going to evade. Wait a minute. I wonder if I can break if I do BBB. Without buffs, I wouldn't think so. I don't know, we'll see. So chat, out of all the Lost Belt 6 gods, Lost Belt 6? This is the lack of sleep talking. Out of all the Lost Belt 5 gods, which one would you want to be playable? Easily for me, Zeus. It's not even, it's no competition, it's 100% Zeus. So these side bosses are supposed to be harder, but they're literally easier because they don't attack you. Wadim, oh, feels bad. But because, like, seriously, look at how many turns are going by. If he actually used his actions and attacked me, we'd be getting our asses kicked. Oh yeah, good idea for a poll there. Yeah, if you want to vote for which god you want, we got like a design there in Lost Ball 5. Vote away. Wow, pretty close between Demeter and Zeus. I will say Demeter would be my next pick. She was pretty cool. And I'd like to see her in a more normal setting. She actually seems pretty cool in a normal setting. And she's green. But yeah, Zeus overall is my favorite. But seriously, Tesla has lived for so many turns. It's impossible to kill Edison. It's impossible to kill Edison or any one of these side bosses in one turn. It's not possible. They have too many health bars. It can't be done. So they will be able to attack you. But because these fucking side bosses don't attack you, they're actually easier than any other enemy. That is such... Am I the only one that feels this way? That is such a mistake. These are a new thing to Grailfront mode. And they're literally the easiest thing that we've ever had in Grailfront mode when they're clearly designed to be harder. That's stupid. Like, them not attacking is so stupid. Because you can just take it at your own pace. Why did I cast that? That was so pointless to cast that. I didn't need the stars, I'm gonna break, and I probably would have gotten my NP anyway. Because I could have done my first skill and done art, quick art. Well, I guess we'll do art, quick, and make some stars here. What, I think they didn't want you to be able to kite them and just have someone else sneak in there and grab the loot, but I mean, who's gonna bother? It's easier to kill them anyway. What I would have at least done is have it so maybe they don't advance, but if you're right in front of you, they'll attack, and I think that's fair. Like, maybe they're willing to advance one square, and then if they get out of place from killing someone and they advance from killing someone, then they take their action to just move back, right? I think that would have been totally fine. So, Zeus won, but Demeter really kept up there. But yeah, I'm full Team Zeus. But the order of votes is exactly how I feel, pretty much. I will say, I would like to see Aphrodite, though, a normal Aphrodite, because they say normal Aphrodite was very different from the Lost Belt version, and she's not supposed to be such a giant bitch. So, I'd be interested to see how they handle that character in a more normal setting. Alright, buttons. I'll heal, because with the defense up, it's possible that we would live a turn if we got attacked, although not likely. Oh right, I heard she was in the Galatea event a little bit. I didn't look into that though. I normally read like at least summaries of events, and then I read full-on translations for main story, but I didn't really look at that one. I don't even know why, I just didn't care, I guess. I should do that though. Yeah, if we put Mars in the running, then yeah, Mars would be my second pick. I really like Mars. Now, as you said, they made designs for every single one of the main Greek pantheons, even the ones that never showed up. Like, they made their avatar forms, not just their mech forms. I hope we see those someday. I think that'd be a real waste to actually bother designing those. I'm guessing they only did, like, sketch work and stuff. They may not have done, you know, full-on drawings, but who knows. But hopefully they'll at least show it in a character material book in the future. I'm just hoping, with what they said, I just hope they feel like, hey, we should do like a Greek event, right? Like the Olympics or something. And, you know, maybe add some of the gods that way. I hope they do that. It'd be such a waste to not do that. They're such liked characters from what I've seen, and then the designs were really, they put some effort into them, so I think it'd just be a shame. Dude, seriously, these side bosses are just like punching bags. You get to just manipulate the AI so much, and like if you have a turn where you can't one-shot them, you make sure you use skills and cooldowns. And then if you can one-shot them, you're not going to be attacked back. And then if the turn because normally if you end your turn and you're just standing right in front of the enemy, that's pretty bad, and you're going to get a bloody lip, right? Unless you have like protection from arrows or guts or something. But these side fights aren't like that. I think this would be much harder. Seriously, if these side bosses worked like the other AI does, these would be much harder. Like, it wouldn't be like unreasonable or anything, but it'd be a significant upgrade. I bet you Arjuna wants those eggs. I know Arjuna's always pushed for those golden eggs. We could do Mordred versus Fergus. I'd like to have Black Bart fight George, but Kojiro scares me. Let's see if he'll move forward. Nope. Yeah, sadly, I can almost guarantee there's going to be no bonus stream today. And again, I want to play Darkest Dungeon. I want to play Genshin. I'm totally game. I'm actually really looking forward to some more Darkest Dungeon, but yeah, I'm tired, and it's just hard to focus on everything at once when you're kind of sleepy, right? So I think we'll have to just do FGO today. But hopefully I'll sleep good tonight. My allergies are starting to feel a little bit better. Last night, it was really bad. I was really struggling to breathe, and managing my symptoms was just such an issue. And when I woke up, I still felt really bad, but as the day's gone on, I've really stayed on top of it, and I'm feeling better now. So that means I should hopefully sleep well tonight. That fucking shotgun emote. Well, the AI is being a chicken shit, so let's see what they do now. I just feel like if I take a step forward, Kojiro is gonna come at me. I think we'll have Mordred fight Fergus, and that'll probably then like make them get panicky by once Fergus dies. Have Kojiro like switch places with Merlin or something stupid. The hell are they doing right now? I guess I have to move twice and attack once. I hate doing that, but he's not gonna attack me otherwise. He has invulnerability for 1 turn. Well now, and he has faster NP gain and crit up. I should have waited for my evade. Uh-oh. Well, we'll use our defense up. Waste of the battery, but I don't want to die. I didn't realize he did that. He's got Merlin buff. Okay, that wasn't too bad. The bad thing is, though, now I'm standing right in front of him. I'm gonna move Tesla up. Maybe that gets him to use some of his action points to move someone else. Nope. Oh, he's standing on an NP gain square. That's actually really... No! You know... Every time I play this mode, I realize just how fucked Camelot was. So he could have attacked again in triple. I like how he triple bustered, by the way. How you do? Hey, at least I got NP gain. I love how Tesla hasn't lost a health bar yet. There's the buffs. I want a Tesla rate up so bad. You guys don't understand. Like, I want a Tesla rate up, a Tesla animation update, and then I want to get him to NP2 at least, and then I'm going to Grail him to 100. He's so cool, man. I love his story and his voice acting and everything. But having him at NP1 is just the saddest fate ever, and yeah, no animation update yet. But he's so freaking cool, man. And his lore abilities are awesome. I would... Correct me if I'm wrong, or if you can think of another one, but out of the servants that are like closer to the modern era, in terms of lore ability, I would say Tesla is the strongest one. He's actually shockingly powerful. See what I did there? But he's got that whole energy absorb thing where you can absorb magic, light attacks, electricity, anything like that, like just energy-based attacks. You can just absorb it, so he defends himself. But then he also gets mana from it. So he gets to defend himself and gain mana, and then he gets an EX rank defense Noble Phantasm, an EX rank attack Noble Phantasm. You know, it's just super strong. Dante's is definitely older though. Sure, he's closer to the modern era than some other stuff, but not that much. I mean, he's in the area of like Napoleon Bonaparte, right? Like that's really not that recent. I mean, Tesla, I guess these days isn't that recent either, but he's certainly closer to modern time than Dante's is. But Dante's is super powerful, no doubt. Okay, well, this is kind of a shit show right now. I need to use everyone. This is bad, right? Like, this is bad. Do I have guts again? Okay, I have guts, so I can let Tesla get attacked. Let's see if Mordred can impress us. 51k. Let's not use our second skill and see if just NPBB does the trick. And then we attack again and use our second skill and maybe evade. Come on. Artoria's watching, but not caring. Okay, she got that. They don't really go into detail about how much he can absorb, like what the limit of what he can absorb is. Wouldn't matter though, I mean his NP is stronger than Excalibur anyway, so and Excalibur takes a while to power up, so he'd have time to power his up, and he would just beat it in a clash. And, you know, if he had to, like, for whatever reason had to defend himself, so he would do the absorption and the shields, and I would assume he would be fine. But now with plot armor, you know, they can, just like how for some reason Nero can block Gwen's NP with her hands for some fucking reason, you know, they could just have Tesla not do any of those things and just die because, you know, welcome to fate, but... Alright, we're definitely not killing this turn, but we can get rid of the NP at least. Yeah, that's what happened in 5.2. He doesn't use any of his abilities, none of them. Doesn't use his EX rank Noble Phantasm at any point, and he just gets blasted by a generic, literally just a generic attack from Zeus. Just a generic attack from Zeus instantly kills Tesla, along with somebody else that I don't remember who it was, but it's very stupid. And in that case, it's not even plot armor, it's brevity. It's the sake of brevity, right? Tesla and all of them aren't supposed to be important, right? That's a quick flashback. They don't want it to overstay its welcome, right? So you got to get it over with. You can't have it be like, because I can buy, you know, some of the other people would die pretty easily, and then like Mordred and Raiko died to the mind control thing, right? So in some cases, you know, you can buy, you know, some of the servants going down pretty quick there, but they had them all die like equal to each other. No one stood out. It wasn't like, oh yeah, we lose, but oh man, Tesla and like Kentucky really did a lot better than everyone else, right? Because, you know, they're very powerful. But they still lost, but, you know, they put up a fight unlike everybody else. They don't do that. Everybody just loses, right? I always hate that in anime and in comics or movies or whatever when they do stuff like that. They have like a big bad guy, you know, like maybe you've got a group of like protagonists or side characters or whatever, and throughout the story you've had that one character that like is clearly stronger than the other people in their group, but when they fight the bad guy and they're supposed to lose, they all kind of lose equally, right? Instead of having the one that's clearly more competent at least put up a better fight, they can't be bothered because that takes more animation time. That's like what happens in Gundam Wing. A lot of the grunt suits never put up any kind of fight, even if on paper that X grunt is way stronger than Y grunt by like a significant amount. They still lose instantly because that would take way more animation time, and ain't nobody gonna care about that, so they just, you know, kind of brush it under the rug, if you will. Am I gonna use my fucking 50% battery skill for 4% NP gain, and really 3% because of the roundup? And the answer is yes, I am going to do that. Everyone was like, yeah. That's a different thing though, White Flag. That's the opposite side. That's because, see, Tesla was not an important character in Lost Belt 5, and it was a flashback. The flashback was supposed to be brief. So for the sake of brevity, they all die like, you know, boom, 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 right? And the grunts in Gundam Wing and other anime and stuff, again, they're not important. They're grunts. They don't even have names, so who cares? Hey, look, 96% again. But with Spider-Man, right, in what was the one where he died? I know this in-game and then the other one, I don't remember, whatever. One of the movies, right? You know, he's a fan favorite character, he's important, right? So of course they're going to give that more screen time than, like, Bob, right? So, you know, it's like the reverse scenario. Which one came first? Is Infinity War the one that came first? I'm really bad about this stuff. But, you know, some of the characters, you know, they got, you know, they, like, Thanos snapped super fast and, you know, but then the important people took longer, right? Like, what a coincidence. Dude, look at this damage Fergus is doing. At least he didn't one-turn us that time. Okay, Mordred, I think, somewhat redeemed herself. You know, she 1v1 Spartacus. Well, kind of. There was some little Tesla in there, so it was more like kind of a 1.5 v1. But then she totally 1v1 Fergus. She took some serious damage, and she's about to be dead. But she did alright. She carried her weight there. Being a fan favorite may not save you in Marvel, but it will give you more screen time. Even if you're dying, see? Grab this loot. Man, George got bodied, by the way. Even though he had, like, he was attacking me at an awkward time, so I couldn't, like, guarantee engagements that I wanted. We still fucking wrecked him. Alright, let's see if Sitting Master will come forward. I really want to use Black Bar. There we go. Wow, he's attacking Tesla? Please tell me I still have my guts. Shit, I don't. Oh, I messed up. And he barely killed me. Fuck you! God damn it, man. I forgot. I wasn't paying. I should have paid attention at the end of the other fight. I kind of walked into that one. Yeah, if he didn't triple buster me, I don't think I would have died. He only overkilled me by like 900. He just gave me the giant attack down. I can take him anyway. I don't know, that wasn't as good as I was thinking. Our extra attack might have that. That attack down is nasty. Okay, we got it. I was getting worried there. We didn't even land the stun for the safety net there. Alright, the attack down should be gone now. I think it's the NP one that lasts 3 turns, yeah. You know, I just realized I should use this music and some of the other Raelius Clover music from BlazBlue for Tesla at some point. That's got kind of a similar vibe. I mean, Raelius is a significantly bigger asshole and is, you know, not a good person, but they definitely have some similar vibes to some extent. Tesla is definitely more of a boisterous kind of person and everything, but the whole vibe of like they both use technology and they've got that kind of almost steampunky kind of thing going on, and they're both, you know, slightly older gentlemen, kind of. So, it kind of works. But I can think of a lot of music I want to use for Tesla. Dude, it's crazy that I haven't made a Tesla video, but I'm just waiting until it can be good. I don't want to make a half-ass Tesla video, but he is so high on my list. I think people that only watch my YouTube videos and don't watch my streams, they have no idea that I'm a massive Tesla fan, because he's like one of the only characters I'm a huge fan of that I have not made any videos for. But, it'll happen. Don't need the attack up, I don't think. I mean, I could kill if I used it, though. I might kill without it. I mean, they've given him a lot of rate-ups. They're always half rate-ups, though, which, as we've demonstrated, are garbage, so... Yeah, I'll make that Gramps video whenever I got the time, and like, it's been rough. I've just felt like garbage these last few days, and I've been kind of pushed on free time. And I kind of, when I have some free time, I just kind of want to sit on my ass, to be honest. I know that's lazy, and but I just gotta chill for a bit. But I do want to make that Gramps video because I think it'll be good. Like, I think it could be a really good video. I might try to get that done tonight, but maybe tomorrow. I feel like that's a much more reasonable thing. Maybe I just take some time, get that recorded tomorrow. Don't rush nothing. But I do want that Gramps video, and I've already got some ideas for like the music and stuff. So, all right, Black Bar can finally fight again. Who didn't even fight earlier? Chin Gong. That was the one. I wonder if I move up 1 if he'll attack me, if he'll just stay near Merlin. I wish I felt really good today, because I might do it anyway. We might go fight Gwaine for funsies, because if I do make that Gramps video, I'll probably move on from Gwaine. That way I can make... I don't know, do I do that? Because I do want to make that Ku versus Gwaine video at some point. So I'd have to make another account and go through that everything again. Oh, God. Because thankfully, Ku doesn't need Mysticode's leveled, so I can just use Atlas. I don't know, maybe I should probably stay at Gwaine for a little bit, until I at least get those Mystic Codes maxed. Because surely whatever videos I'd want to make for the other Knights of the Round would probably, at some point, it's going to involve a Mystic Code that's not level 10 on that account. So I should get that account, those 2 Mystic Codes to level 10, then move on and just keep it there. I really should make an account, though, just for Gwaine. He is useful enough and fun enough to test for stuff that it really is worthy to have its own account. Do I move in 2 or just 1? I'll move in 2. Be ballsy. I'll be so glad if they had story replay though. But like those like accounts I could just axe. I mean, I'd probably keep them just so I could log in for whatever Grail units they have, but that's all I'd use them for. Or like just for the Grail Dysterios, right? And that's it. We still have our quick up. That's fun. I guess he still has those 26 stars from before. Guys, it was all calculated because 6 turns went by and I just used the star bomb again. So now we have the star bomb and the stars we made from the quick up from the star bomb skill. Cheating, by the way. All right, let's wait, why am I fighting Kojiro? I was supposed to fight George. We already killed George. Excuse me. I'm about to get melted. Well, I guess we'll do the attack up and just try to do as much as we can here. We're gonna die. We're gonna get 1 turn. We have 6,000 health. To be honest, I'm surprised he's doing that much damage. Like, I'm actually surprised he's doing that much damage right there. Hey, look, we died. Or we lost the health bar anyway. And now he's gonna attack us and kill us, so... We got Black Bart killed because I kind of forgot about class affinity there. Look, man, I am tired. My brain is not working properly. I've been saying so many like things backwards in real life today, like where I'm vaguely thinking of one thing, but I need to talk about another thing, and then I say something about like I said the word that's associated with the other thing, and people are like that's not a sentence. That's what happens when you don't get enough sleep, man. Brain don't work so good. Wow, he's aggressive. He better take out this health bar right now, or he's in big trouble. Although we have guts, so. No need to do our big battery. Should have done the 20% crit, more stars potentially. Whoo! Maybe pushing it my luck there a little bit. Alright, I got him now. Because I can star bomb and everything. I hate getting bad sleep though. Like I don't like not being able to concentrate and all that. And it's not good for you. It's not healthy, so gotta get it sorted. He doesn't have his sure hit up, but it doesn't matter. He's probably dead, so I won't cast evade. We're gonna be cocky here. If I don't kill him though, we're actually we die because he'll NP me, take guts, and then it's his turn, and then he attacks me and kills me. But I'm confident that we will kill him. Although if we stunned him, we'd have been fine too. Sadly, lore-wise, this is pretty much how this fight would go, especially if it's Kojiro that can't leave the gate. He would just get range bombed by Tesla, and Tesla could engulf the entire gateway, so there's no way for Kojiro to survive. Okay, he's super dead. I guess they made Kojiro man, even though who he's being summoned to replace is a myth. But he himself is just some nameless samurai dude, but he was real, so I'm guessing he's man. Yep, he's man. That's actually pretty sneaky of them, though. It'd be easy to make him Earth, because Kojiro doesn't exist. But because he's not actually Kojiro, he should be man. So they actually got that right. I'm surprised they got that right, because he was designed day 1, and day 1 is kind of a shit show. More summon tickets for the Lost Belt 6 pile. Merlin didn't do jack. UP good. Any chance the shop's reset and I forgot? I don't think so. Yeah, no. I need those command codes. So we're at 27. Surely the shop is gonna reset, so that's before Lost Belt 6, so that's 5. Wait, no, it's not surely that it will reset. What is it? May 16th. No, it'll reset, because he said it's at least in June, right? So it's, and it may be late June. So we're definitely gonna get 5 more. We're probably gonna get several logins, so that's probably 10 more. And then from events, there's probably a few here and there, and then some from this event here. So I bet you by Lost Belt 6, if it is mid to late June, I'll probably have like 40 some odd tickets, potentially a few more. That's not bad, that helps. There's no need for me to roll here, because I've got NP5 Lancelot. If I can help it, I don't want to use a single summon ticket until either the summer rerun just for the Yang CE, because it's that good, or Lost Belt 6, preferably. And the only way they'll get me to roll is if Tesla gets a solo rate up, or they add a new unit that is just awesome, right? You know, like Henry V or something crazy, or Sir Kay, Agravain, you know, something like that. But unless they add something new that is right up my alley, or the Yang CE comes back, or Tesla gets rated up, I can't think of anything else that would get my main account to even use a single summon ticket. Let me see, though. And in terms of them adding new units, you know, I have no idea what they would add, so that's hard to say. But normally they don't add stuff I care about. Anyone else they could rate up that would... I'm trying to think if there's like someone else I'm like really wanting to get to a higher NP rank. Not really. I'm pretty happy where... Other than Tesla... I'm pretty happy where most of my higher rarity servants are at these days. Maybe Virtua, I do want to get her NP2 someday, but I'm in no rush for that. I don't think I would. Maybe I'd throw summon tickets at it, but I wouldn't roll. Like, no way. I definitely would not roll. Okay, Herc rate up. There you go. Lonely Boy sniping me. That would get me to roll, definitely. Dwagon, indeed. Alright, let's go fight Gwaine. Why not? I actually just muted my mic. I was trying to bring up the image, and I muted my mic instead. Anyway, let's go do meta farming one more time. Try not to whiff as much... Not whiff too much AP. And, then we'll go fight Gwaine, just for funsies. Goes bad, Herg Blurg. The bad thing is I'll have to get Virtua's skills up. I tell you, Virtua really was a character I was not expecting to like or to even be added, right? She was kind of added out of nowhere with no hype, no build-up, and she turned out to be pretty cool. I was not expecting that. Her mats aren't bad, let's see. Well, the QP's gonna be bad, though, I tell you what. Fucking 5 stars, 120 million for their skills, it's awful. I need them to do something to give us QP. Like, for God's sakes. Because normally I'd be farming doors. If my QP was as low as it is right now, I'd be farming doors here and there. Even if I whiff some AP on dead weeks, I'd make sure to do some doors here and there, right? But because I need so much Void Dust, I haven't been doing that at all. Let's see, oh wow, her mats are really easy though. I already have all of these in spades. Other than maybe the Lancer gems, but yeah, those are easy. So it's just the QP and like the lores that would be a bit of a problem. But yeah, honestly, Case Files rerun sounds pretty good. It would kind of suck because NA literally just got it, so I wouldn't be able to like stream anything fun or new or fancy or anything. But Barbatos gives a lot of QP. I'd be down for that, and I get Void Dust while I'm at it. So what am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I every time oh my god. Anyway, well, we're gonna get a lot of overkill on these guys. I'm over here casting defense down. Dude, the combination of streaming and being tired and then being an autopilot, that is not a good combo. These mobs are very dead though. We get extra overkill, but we don't need it because we would have gotten our NP anyway. Like I don't need 68. I'm sorry, 71? I don't need 71 NP, right? Like that's unnecessary. If I had that Babylon Mystic Code, you might have been able to get up to like 80 some odd. Not, I guess that would work if you needed 20% off someone else then. And you didn't have a 50% battery. They might not add anyone for a Case Files rerun. They don't always do that. But do you all think the reason they haven't reran it yet is because they don't feel like they have the time to make a unit for it because DW is DW and also they've been, you know, focusing too much on that other game that just died. Because I could see them not rerunning it just because they didn't want to make a unit for it. However, if they just didn't want to make a unit for it, I would expect them to just not add a new unit, because they've done that before, so... It is a good way, though, to make reruns of collabs feel special, because collabs are supposed to be special. Oh my god, what the fuck would they do? I just remembered, they technically count that stupid idol event as a collab event. So if they rerun that, would they add something? Would they add that other MHX at the end? It was like the adult idol version or whatever. Would that be what they add? Like, I don't... That was such a oh my god, I can't... That event was so bad, dude. Please don't rerun that. I mean, I'd want them to rerun it just so some people could get the costumes that missed the costumes, I suppose. But, other than that... Yeah, who knows? Maybe they would add costumes for the other servants. That'd be a good way to do the rerun, honestly. Let me do this one more time, and then I feel like that'll be my, that's good enough on AP. They don't normally rerun collab events on the next year, though, so we'll have a long time. I only finished it on one account, although I finished the main story and stuff on a second account, but I didn't complete the ladders. But I did the challenge. I beat the challenge quest on 2 accounts. So if you want to count that as completing it, I got that far. But I only did the 3 ladders on 1 account, and then the other account got about halfway through each ladder, I would say. Actually a bit further. They got a bit more than 500k for each. Dude, Fujino's bio is really funny because they make it pretty clear that like she's not even canonical, really. Why am I casting things? I mean, she's canon in the Nasu-verse, she's just not canon as a summonable servant. Although I think she is canon that she can be summoned in the FGO timeline. But it does not happen canonically in the K&K event. She is not summoned in the K&K event. But it is, from the way her bio is, it sounds like she is summonable, but only in like an FGO style timeline. Otherwise she can't be. Which is silly, but welcome to FGO. Shiki is not either. Shiki's the same thing. They're basically like emergency militia, essentially, and so they can only be summoned in FGO. And then when the FGO incident is over, it says they'll go back to not being in the counterforce. Basically, it's like because the world got incinerated, the counterforce went oh shit, and it recruited a bunch of stuff into the counterforce that it normally wouldn't. Now, that begs the question, where are all those people? Like, you know, you got the counterforce active in Lost Belt 5, but it only summoned some French people. And why didn't it summon, if it was going to make emergency Fujino and Shiki, why didn't it summon them there to help, right? And the answer is, this is all bullshit to make things summonable to make that money. Which, I mean, fair enough, I don't mind, because it gets me Shiki, although she was free, but Fujino wasn't. Anyway, yeah, they just want things to be summonable, and the reason is made up after the fact, and a lot of times it's kind of nonsense. Okay, now we're going to go switch accounts and fight Gwen some. I'm just gonna... I'm not accountable for any gameplay mistakes that happen here, because I'm halfway delirious right now, so... This probably won't be top-level gameplay, but I'll do my best. Then just pick Herc. You can't mess up Herc. There ain't no nuance there. That's not entirely true. Since his buff, his gameplay did get slightly more complicated, and there are some different ways to play him sometimes, based on context, which is nice. He's certainly not a hard unit to play. Also, if you slightly mess up with him, his value is so high that, that is the wrong account, you'll still probably win. I just opened up like some stupid Microsoft tab. Get that off my screen, please. Actually, I haven't seen the Solomon trailer. I didn't even know it was out. Do we watch that now? We could do that. Okay, hold up. Let me see here. Anytime people want to know my opinion, that makes me think it's bad, but we'll see. Okay, here we go. I think I found it. Let me just make sure this is in halfway decent quality. And then now YouTube doesn't want to load because that makes sense. Okay, this looks like it's in decent quality. All right, here we go. Let me bring this up here. Okay, hold on. That's not the best screen sizing I've ever done. Okay, this might not be the perfect positioning on the screen, but hopefully it's good enough. I need to make a tab just for watching videos. We don't do it very often, but when I do it, I should probably get that sorted. Okay. Fucking plug suit man. Why is there that the Batmobile? Okay, hold on. I feel like the whole idea of the Solomon story is just gonna not work at all because they didn't animate any of the other singularities, right? Like especially if you try to watch it in a vacuum as like a standalone actual anime, like an actual story, right? If you just watch Babylonia, you're like, what the fuck? Right? Like the greater context makes no sense, right? And then this will make even less sense. Like because FGO's not gonna last forever, but this anime is gonna last it for a long time, and people could go back and watch it, many years from now, and they'll just be like, what the fuck? Right? Like it's just gonna be terrible. Like it does not stand on its own. Yeah, it's just fan service, and that's bad. That's bad though. Like the Fate franchise didn't blow up because of content like that. It blew up because it made good stories to begin with that did stand on their own, like Fate Zero and so on and so forth. I really wish because they could have done it. You can absolutely make it's not like FGO is such a bad story that you couldn't make a standalone anime that works and is a good, complete story. You could do that, but that would require effort, and we know how that goes. But okay, let's get back to it. That is awful CGI. Holy shit. Slightly better than Tiamat though, but that looked so out of place. Like that looked like it was from like a PlayStation 2 game, right? It's so out of place. Mozart though. Is there more? No. Okay. So, meh. The CGI is bad. It's Solomon. I mean, there's like, what do you expect? But does anyone else feel like what's going to happen with all the other servants from the other singularities? It's not like they're going to get their due. It's not like they're going to respect their abilities. It's just going to be like generic fan service. It's just going to be like, oh, look, all the servants are equally murdering the things that they're fighting, and their own unique individual identities are just irrelevant, and it's just going to be fluff, right? They're just going to, hey, look, I'm doing, Mordred's doing her NP, and it's just generically, a laser beam like anyone, and then like Siegfried's is the same, like, it's not, they're not going to be like, oh yeah, this servant's stronger than that servant, so they do better, and this one does worse, and then this, that. They might do a little bit of that with stuff like Edmund, right? But like, for the most part, it's just going to be like generic fan service. I'm only looking forward to Dantes. Yeah, I hope they do well on that part. Hopefully Dantes gets to at least shine a little bit, because he's supposed to. But, yeah, I feel like it's just going to be his fan service, and I don't like fan service generally, right? It's cheap. It's not great. But we'll see what they do. Do you think Kojiro will be there? That'd be fun. And we never get Herc Justice. That CGI, though, does not look good. It really doesn't. I'm sure it'll have a few okay fight scenes and stuff. Doesn't regular Enkidu show up, not Kingu, in Solomon? I can't remember. I haven't read it in so long. I off memory, I thought it was regular Enkidu that shows up and not Kingu, but am I crazy? Because I'm pretty sure Kingu pretty much blew his soul up. In the trailer, you can just look at their eye color. But in the story, I thought it was Enkidu, but he's not in it much because, again, they don't want to characterize him very clearly or deeply because of Fate Strange Fake. They don't want to step on the toes there. So I figure he won't do too much. More Arash, though, that's fine by me. I can support that. Let me turn my sound down a little bit. Enkidu is great, man. I cannot wait for Fate Strange Fake to get an anime. Just please be a good adaptation. APOC being a bad adaptation was not the best experience, but it wasn't like APOC was my favorite story ever, so I mean, I can deal with it, right? But that was lame, I don't like bad adaptations ever. But I don't know how I'm gonna handle like if they made a terrible adaptation of Fate Strange Fake, and that makes the community hate it and stuff, like, oh god, that would suck. I mean, it's so popular that I think they would feel like they need to make sure they give it the right budget and time frame, but sometimes they rush those things for like seasonal stuff and timing with release and all that, so I don't know, man. Let's do Ivan versus Gwen. Well, there's no way we're winning because we're neutral AoE, but also I feel very confident because Gwen kills you so fast that our meta Mystic Code is... This is why I don't do the Gwen fight on stream right now, is because my Mystic Codes aren't... I can't give servants their due. I can only do Atlas. It's the only thing I can do. And a lot of servants don't want Atlas in this fight. Even if they want Atlas normally, a lot of times they don't want it in this fight because the fight's so bursty. Yeah, that's what I keep saying, AJ, that I want, what's Brains Base or something that does it, that they did do Ra and Bakano. They really get that guy's writing, and they have a lot of experience with like adapting that style of work. Like those things that cover a large cast that doesn't have a main character and that kind of stuff. That's tricky to do. It's very tricky to do. So they seem to kind of get that writer for the most part. So hopefully... Now, I will say, though, they don't normally get good budgets. That's the thing. They're not a very big studio from what I've seen, and normally the higher-ups that they work for normally don't give them big budgets. But I'd love to see what they could do if they got a big budget, right? Assuming they're still around. I mean, a lot of years have gone by. I don't, keep track of a lot of the anime studios. I hope they're still in business. And even if they are still in business, maybe their staff has changed, right? So it's hard to say where they're going to be at by the time Fate Strange Fake comes out. But hopefully their staff is still in good shape, and they're still around, and Fate Strange Fake finishes in the year 2079, and we can finally watch Fate Strange Fake on our deathbeds. But, Alright, well, I guess we're doing the normal taunt walls. I kind of forgot about that. I'll do this. I figured they were still in business, but I have no idea if they've like if their staff is maintained or not. That disgusting quick attack, and then the good quick attack. By the way, he just did double quick. You can never see that animation on your own Gwen. You can only see that through the enemy. It'd be wild if there was a different animation, like there was like a BM thing. But have we ever found that on a servant where we saw an animation that we had never seen because like a player character couldn't get access to it? I've almost seen that off memory because you can see Q do Buster, 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 so he does his regular Busters and then the BM Buster. But I'm not sure we've ever like discovered an animation that was like unused or something. I wouldn't be shocked if there's a servant out there though where I accidentally just realized that they couldn't actually initiate an animation because their deck doesn't work out in that way. But these days I'm sure they wouldn't make that mistake. If that was a thing, it would have been like older stuff. These days they wouldn't be so wasteful because they're always penny pushing with the animations from what I see. Rip Zerp. The old head pat. Gwen looks so small next to Ivan. I guess that's true for everybody, but you're so used to Gwen looking like a big boy, right? He's tiny. Well, I can remove his buffs at least. I guess I cast everything. BBB. Dwayne would approve. And then the mammoth is even bigger, man. The CGI in that mammoth though is not very good. I really wish the particle effects aren't half bad, but the mammoth itself looks like paper. It looks fairly rushed, to be honest. The detail is kinda yikes. I gotta say though, Gwen's animation update, I'm so happy with. Like, I dig. Alright, well, maybe we can somehow live. We gotta live long enough to get that invulnerability back again. Dude, long complicated words when your brain is this fried from not sleeping, it's not easy. It don't roll off the tongue like it should. Why does Kairo's Ivan have like no command codes? He must have switched them off to somebody else and not switched them back. Kairo's probably not going to play FGO seriously until Lost Belt 6. Like he's just like, one, he's busy right now, but then like he does that a lot, and then fair enough, it's a reasonable decision. A lot of times he's just like, fuck it, I'm not playing this until the new main story because these events are stupid. But yeah, that's actually the sane response, I would say. Alright, we have to live this turn. At least we have attack down. If we live this turn, we're looking okay. Yeah, I know you meant the command codes, but yeah. I think a lot of people do that. They switch off command codes and don't switch them back and they just forget about it until they need to use command codes again. Now this is Ivan music. Ivan at the beach. Please don't quick charge. I think he does it around 50% life. I think we're okay. I really pushed that though. Oh god. Okay, we're good. Woo! Yeah, if we got a little bit more damage, he would have quick charged and killed us right there. He almost killed us anyway. Oh my god. Oh my god, we're dead. We're gonna get skill sealed, and I won't be able to cast Invulnerability. So we're gonna die next turn when I could have gone another turn. Why though? Do we have magic resist, Ivan? Let's see. Riders sometimes have it. We have magic resist D. We have a 12.5% chance of not getting skill sealed. Although I think his skills, yeah, no, I think that is what it is. That's very unfavorable. We guarded the skill seal. I don't believe it. I can't believe it. I like how everyone in chat believed it. Y'all just lucky. Y'all just lucky. That's stupid, man. That was almost a 90% chance for failure. I mean, I'll fucking take it though, by the way. We knew. It's that NA clairvoyance, because most of my chat's NA. I'm not gonna lie though, for not having command codes, just being level 90, being a freaking AoE unit at neutral, pretty good performance actually. It'd be interested to see how he does at MP5 and in level 100, 2K4, you know, all the bells and whistles, right? And you know, with I wonder if he could win. I don't know, 181k when Gwen's, because it's more than 181k because of the damage resist. As impressive as that was, our value falls off after this turn anyway, even if we could live longer and have done more damage. I don't think we're getting 181k out of him, even at level 100 MP5 command codes. But you could probably get him down to 100k, I would say. I could see getting down to 100k. That's pretty impressive. And we do get one more turn, so actually maybe even further than 100k. Not way further, but whatever damage we would do this turn further, roughly. A bit more though, command codes and all that. Yeah, not bad. I really wish we had gotten that Buster crit at the end. Well, we died to style. Yeah, Aresh and Karna did very well. Imagine if Karna had been fighting Divinity here, like if Gwen had Divinity. So this is what I've seen this with my brain. Anytime I am sleep deprived, my brain does this all the time. And I'm curious if anyone else does this. So like when I said I'd be interested to see how Ivan did at level 100, blah 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 blah. My brain like was split between I almost said interesting instead of interested. So I almost said the exact sentence like I was supposed to say it, but I was going to say interesting instead of interested because my brain was also thinking of saying it'd be interesting to see how he does instead of I'd be interested to see how he does, right? So that happens all of the time when I don't sleep well, and it's very annoying because you sound like a crazy person if you don't catch yourself sometimes because you just start spewing nonsense. Ushi? Sure, I feel like we've done Ushi before, but we did Ricky yesterday, so why not? We'll throw an Ushi at it. Karna's just strong, man, and he got a little lucky off memory. He obviously didn't win because he's a Lancer, but he still did pretty well. I do that every second of my life? That's rough. I only do it if I'm sleep deprived. Otherwise, I'm generally fine in that department. But I've been sleep deprived an insane amount this last year, which is very unhealthy, so I really gotta get this sorted. I think I've got like 3 weeks before I get the second shot, and then I'll have to wait a little bit, but I'll get right on it. I'm gonna just do what it takes. Leonidas animation update win though. Do I make stars? Do I care about stars more than... Yeah, I think I do. I needed the extra NP gain anyway, so that was a good decision. Oh my god, I'm using a command spell. It's just because I forgot, this account doesn't have double limit broken Battle of Kimlon. The second one is just a regular Battle of Kimlon. Yeah, Ari, good times. It took so long, and Leonidas still doesn't have one. Can she go around the wheel? 13,000 health. The main reason why Aphrodite is so much easier is because you get access to your support list. That just makes it so much easier. And I do think it is an easier fight a bit, but I think depending on what you had available on your account, I could see, and if both fights banned you from the support list, I could see some people getting stuck on Aphrodite. Some accounts just don't have good ways to damage assassins, and they don't have good ways of dealing with debuffs, and that's what that fight is. I really could see that fight fucking people up. But their support list makes it so much easier, and there's a lot of units you can summon that are either just strong supports that'll help you anytime, like Castor, Toria, Merlin, Scatty, Waver, so on and so forth, and there's a bunch of DPS that just counter the fight, like in Kidu and things like that. So ultimately, it's not too hard to deal with if you're, you know, doing that kind of thing. Okay. This crit spread is not what I would have liked to have seen. But it's very common to not have a good damage dealer for an assassin. Oh my god, the Buster didn't crit. And it's very common to not have a lot of good options for dealing with debuffs. So I can see people getting pretty stuck there. I bet you it's a 1 to 3 star account because it has to use its support on a 3-star unit with a 3-star CE. I think it'll struggle with that fight a little bit. Not as much as the other stuff, of course not, but okay, if we live this turn, then we're actually in good shape for having a good showing for Ushi. If we die this turn, then we're going to miss out on our evade coming back and the invulnerability from the Mystic Code, so... If we had a 5-turn evade, I think we could actually invulnerability now and then evade the MP, I think. No, wait, no, maybe not. No? Could we? It would be a 3-turn cooldown of Atlas. I wasn't really counting after the MP there. Oh my god, we almost got him to the Gust range. Wayne, no. Woo! So if he had cast the other skill and he gave himself the Buster up and attack up, because he double bustered, if he had done the bigger skill, it's attack up and Buster up, he would have killed us right there. Although if he attacked with a quick or an art, then he wouldn't have, but yeah, if it was a 5-turn, the evade would have been back right there. Because hers is a 6-turn. Well, she's doing alright. It's nothing, you know, groundbreaking, but generally people at neutral here, especially if they're not a 5-star or something, they generally don't do super well, but, she's not, like, super impressing me, but she's not disappointing me either. She's doing totally fine. She's kind of doing what you'd expect out of this, and certainly better than a lot of her competition that are also 3-stars. We got skill sealed and burned, so we're gonna die, now we can't cast her skills. Well, she actually could have done a lot better, because she has her evade right now, so she would have NP'd quick tier and then done a crit turn, her crit skill up. Honestly, if we could have gotten lucky like Ivan there, and because we would have gotten another crit turn with our giant crit up skill, we might have gotten a lot further, but sadly, we are dead. Medea will do so sad. If I see a good Medea, I'll try it. Medea won't get anything done here. She could have done as well as Ivan, though, if we had not been skill sealed. And although Ivan is AoE, Ivan is also a 5-star. I think she actually could have done a little bit better than Ivan. Just a little bit. Depends. Does this account... Wow. We do have a Medea and it's Kairos. Well... Medea's also AoE. True! Except she doesn't do AoE, hit multiple targets for some reason, because... DW... I have no idea what that CE is. There's no way it's meta. If I don't recognize it, it's not meta. Like, there's no way. It's probably just some random thing. The music, though. Okay, good opening hand. That's nice. That's pretty much the best opening hand we could have. Maybe I should have used the MP gain skill right there because of Atlas, and then doing the art. I should have, definitely. You know what? I'm cheating. This isn't this. This isn't. I actually muted myself there. This isn't about, though, you know, doing a legit solo gameplay for YouTube and, like, you know, playing well. It's about just seeing what we can do with Medea. So. We're cheating. Dude, Sanson at level 100, 2k foe, doesn't have 10k attack. I mean, it's like, what do you say about that? When most of the 1-stars do, right? Other than like Spartacus, right? But like Kojiro does, he gets over 10k. $14k, man, we're really doing some damage now. I like how it shows the damage resist icon as a Grail for him. Fancy. Like when you attack him, it shows you're doing less damage because of it. Ari, if you don't mind, if it's too much bother, don't worry. I'm just curious. How does he word his buff? I'm kind of curious about that. I can clearly see it says he gets 2 ticks, but I really do wonder how they word the damage resist thing, because armor ignore doesn't work on it and things like that. Oh yeah, you can screenshot that. That's a good way to do it. Let me know when you got it. Zoom in and enhance, right? Because that's a thing. 96%. I am so sad right now. I'm gonna be right back. I need to refill my water. Yeah, no rush, Ari. So, if Cairo would have put the Merlin command code on an art card, or even taken of command code, put that on the 3rd place art card, we would have gotten our NP again, and NP that turn, and done art, and then Leonidas would have died and given us NP gain towards the 3rd NP. Instead, we're just overcharging a fuckload and not doing any of that. That being said, Medea's NP sucks anyway, so it wouldn't really matter. Okay, I'm back. Nice emote combo there, Maniac. Very unlikely that Atlas would be her right Mystic Code. There's like no way. We're not living long enough, I don't think. Look how bad she's doing though. Sucks. Don't worry guys, we can use our buff from or debuff clear to get rid of the skill seal. Oh wait. Increase resistance to all attacks. That's a decent way of wording it. They try to seem to use like resistance instead of defense when it's something like that. But I feel like the community at large, like their way of communicating that blatantly doesn't work. Because I really do feel like the community at large does not understand what damage resist is. And how it's not defense. Like overwhelmingly, anytime there's a boss that has resistance, like Arthur did in that recent challenge quest, everybody's like, oh, can you just use armor ignore? It's like, no, you can't, right? But even though we've fought many bosses with a resist gimmick, I don't think people really notice the difference a lot of the time. So I think they really could have done a better job with that. I think it's because they didn't think ahead when they made defense ignore, I would imagine. Not night. Yeah, pretty much. No nighttime here. Okay, maybe, you know, I should have healed and then done that. That was a mistake. Oh, that was a mistake. Her heal is such a short cooldown. That was definitely a fuck up. I don't think it'll matter though, because we're dead the next time he NPs. We have no way of surviving a second NP. So, yeah, the normal card damage isn't going to get us. The next NP definitely will. He's now putting command codes on her? Okay, sure. We'll use her again. The thing is, we're never going to get that hand again. Like, that was such a good hand. Our opening hand had double art card in it, and then we got to use the NP gain up, and that's why we got to 96%. There's no way that we're getting that luck again. But we will see her with command codes and see how she does. Now, she's clearly doing worse than Ushi, but not having an evade is a big part of that. Also, I think the default Mystic Code would be better for her. And actually a Gut CE. I think she wants a Gut CE, because maybe you do heal twice with Atlas, and then you're able to survive 2 NPs. Yeah, if you can still say something, say give her like her best Gut CE. I think that might be right. It might not though, because it'll lower our damage as we go, but it could be good. Now, we can't really test this right now, but she's definitely doing worse than Ushi and Ricky Boy and like the big shots like that. You know, 100 face. But I'd be interested to see how she's actually performing against like all the other 3 stars. As although this is way behind Ushi, I'm not so sure this is actually that far behind a lot of the other 3 stars if you super upgraded them. So Atlas did nothing. Atlas did absolutely nothing. Because this skill coming back 2 turns sooner doesn't matter because I already had my NP and we die here. But it might do something if we have a Gut CE. She needs default though, I think. She actually did a little bit better than I thought. I'm really curious how she's going to do here with command codes and all that. I really do want to see that. We have done Angra here, and of course he did not do particularly well, but, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, her animations have aged very well. I would say out of the batch that came out in that era was like Emilia, Ku, Medusa, and Medea. It was that kind of stuff. That was, and out of all of those, I think Medea's have aged the best for sure. I think Ku's have probably aged the worst, unfortunately. I never really liked Ku's animation update from the beginning. I thought his sprite looked better, and I certainly liked the attacks more than they were before, because they were terrible, but I've never thought Ku's animation update was that good. They don't really capture his fighting style and stuff like at all. And it is so old that it's, you know, it's not the best. At least they weren't lazy, though, and they did reanimate his, you know, body parts a lot. Okay, well, I guess we're getting whatever this is. What even is this? This can't be good. It's level 20. Oh, he's changing the CE. Okay, I was like, there's whatever this is. It's level fucking 20. There's no world that thing is meta. Art's up for 4 turns and 4 stars per turn. Actually, that's not that bad. That art up and crit up. That actually is not bad. That is actually not bad. Yeah, of course, Booty Lancer CE is a booty shot. I mean, what else is it gonna be? But yeah, that's a better CE than I was thinking. If it was limit, you know, if it was like a level 100, right? That's actually quite solid for some units. I'd say it's meta even. Like maybe like Lancelot. If you're soloing with Lancelot and you have a Star Bomb command codes, that's actually excellent. That wasn't a welfare CE, was it though? Wasn't that a Gasha one? So I'm assuming I don't have it then. Yeah, if it's Gasha, I don't have it. Feels bad. I would actually like that on Lancelot. I think that could be pretty good for him in certain scenarios. Maybe not universally meta, but yeah, that at 100, that'd be fucking sweet, man. That's a lot of stars, and you're getting art up and crit up. What's its stat spread? Is it full attack? Because if it's full attack, then hell yes. But knowing them, it's probably split stats, because you just can't have nice things in this game. All attack? Wow, Jesus, that's pretty damn good. And we didn't get the thing. I'm gonna reset because that's such a bad opening hand. Let's see if we can get a little better than that. I want to give her her best if we can, but RNG is a bitch. Can we get? Okay, no, we won't. It won't. Never mind. We don't have Merlin or the NP gain one, so we can't go around the wheel. We'll still do better though, for just command codes in general. Kyra going to get FP now. Yeah, that was the plan. A lot of other games make it so if you fail a boss fight or any stage, you get your AP back. It's crazy. FGO is one of the only games that doesn't do that now. And that BlazBlue game doesn't either because they're trying to be like FGO. Well, we got a great hand, but I think the same thing will happen where we just barely don't loop. What's sad is if we had the Da Vinci on Death CE, the Da Vinci event one, we would loop because it's 5 more NP gain on Death. Yep, it's sad. FGO is just so behind the times. And what's so frustrating is a lot of the areas where it's behind the times are not things that are hard to change. because they're not behind the times in core gameplay or like boss mechanics or any of that. They're not behind on any of those things, right? They're behind on like, you know, safety net, you know, the way AP works, you know, other monetization models, you know, you know, UI design. Those are the areas that they're behind in. And it's just stupid because those aren't even hard things to fix. They're not things that are like tied to the game engine. They're not things that, you know, that they'd actually have a hard time changing. They wouldn't, right? They just don't because they don't want to put in the effort. So we made less NP this time, interestingly enough, because last time we were at 97, this time we're at 91. So it would have been Merlin or bust there. The 5% one on the third card would have been nice, but it would not have been enough. I don't want to whiff. I don't want to whiff that heal, but Brave Chain, though. I guess I do. Because we get to Star Bomb twice and then get the extra attack. That could definitely give us a crit next turn. I think 40 AP is still too much even if the drops are better because it's not fun. Now, by all means, have certain stages that exist that they're like, hey, you only got a few minutes, you want to just dump your AP. Here's some stages that have ludicrously high drop rates and you get like a lot of bulk stuff. So and maybe it's not the most efficient stage you could possibly do for like AP to drop, but it's still really efficient and it's quick, right? Making stages like that, sure, that's great. That's good for the game. That's good for the game. But then also have other stages where if you actually want to sit down and play the game and not be done in 5 minutes and still be rewarded for that and feel like you're not wasting your time, then have stages for that, like a boss rush mode or whatever. You know, it's just, it's so frustrating where there's so many ways you could make this game better and be better for everyone. So if you, like, I don't want to do a boss rush mode. You don't have to. Hey, look, there's these other stages that are more styled after like how they used to be, but better, you know, better drops, right? Like that'd be great. But yeah, no, we don't get options. But we'll see. They might get better. It's going to be a while. You know, after the other game died, it's going to be a while before we see the shakeup. Before we see what is the new lead, the president. What's he going to be doing? You know, are they putting more staff back on FGO? You know, how is this going to affect things? We're not going to see the results of that stuff for a while. Now, it might get worse. Like, fuck it. They might start coasting even harder on FGO. And start I'm worried that that's DW's idea, right? They're like, yeah, let's just coast on FGO and until, you know, just get the money out of it until it dies. And while that's happening, you know, it'll buy us time to try to make our new golden goose. Like, I really think that's what they were trying to do with Sakura Wars. I hope they give up on that idea. But seriously, I think that's what DW wants. Like, okay, guys, let's coast off FGO until it's not profitable anymore. And then in the meantime, we'll use that money to just keep pumping out bullshit until we strike gold again. Like, I'm kind of worried that's their idea. However, whoever's idea that Sakura Wars game was and stuff is probably not in charge anymore. Because the president is doing most of the day-to-day decisions and stuff. And they have a new president now. So, you know, hopefully we'll get some different ideas going here. The problem is we need to recover after he EMPs us. We need to get EMP'd, then we need to use the heal command code with heal boost and our heal skill and all that stuff. We gotta line that stuff up, but we also have to not die before the next NP. So I'm going to use my heal here and then hope it comes back at the right time with Atlas, and I think it will. And hopefully this buys us enough time. So we have the heal boost for it, so even if we get like kind of decked here, we should be decently okay. I like how we didn't get decked at all. We took very little damage there. And then he's got so many buffs though, and I'm a little worried on this turn, but what are you gonna do? Alright, skill seal though. Oh my god, the skill seal's gonna run it. Damn it. Why does he gotta be like this? All I can do is make stars here, and heal boost won't matter because I won't be able to. Oh my god, we're screwed because of the skill seal. I think this would have been a really. We can at least double heal boost for the heal command code, but I don't think that's enough. I really doubt that's enough. We'd have to get lucky and have him like double buff like he did last turn. Or I don't think Medea has magic resist, which is funny because she's an amazing caster that could easily dispel most other Logus's magic and whatnot. But she doesn't have the magic resist skill, so she doesn't have an anti-debuff thing in gameplay in that. I think there are ways of representing that as her third skill, really. But you can't cast your third skill if you're skill sealed. Well, shit. Okay, we have to heal boost. No question. We almost died there because he had all those buffs. Wait, what you talking about, L? Is there a game called Masters? I'm confused. Pokemon Masters? Is that like a gacha Pokemon game? Well, I think we're dead because we can't cast our fucking thing. Do we have a dot clear? We do not. Yeah, we're dead. I can get two. Oh wait, what happened to my heal boost? Didn't I have a heal boost from last turn? What did I do? Did I click the wrong card? I don't think it would matter, but I could have 2,000 health here instead of 1,500. Yeah, maybe I used the Arjuna one instead. My brain is not operating at optimal efficiency here. Oh yeah, the dot hits for 1,000, so I'd have 1,000 health right now. Yeah, we would have died anyway. Well, she did. I don't know if even she did better there. That was rough. Use the Arjuna's command code, feels bad. Again, it wouldn't have mattered. He did too much damage there, so we would have died anyway. Rough. Rough. Okay, let's see if Queen of Sheba does better. I don't think so, because she's a mess too. They hate casters, man, like DPS casters. It's not about their damage mod, their toolkits are just shit. Like, she doesn't have a survivability skill, she doesn't have an upgraded NP, she doesn't have that much damage up. Like, it's just, yikes. Whoops. The game messed up and it booted me out of the stage. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, he's supposed to be a caster. It's just Lost Belt stuff that make him an alter ego. And he's even like, oh, they don't even explain it. Has anyone else read his bio? They don't explain it. He's like, yep, he tries to act like he's not the Lost Belt version of himself, but he is. When you get like max bond with him, you find that out. But they don't explain it. It's just like, oh yeah, for some reason you somehow summoned the fucking Lost Belt version of Doorman instead of the regular, one you should be summoning. And they don't explain it in any way. And I don't think they're ever going to. It's just like, yeah, we thought this one would be more popular, so that's the one that we made to summon, and we're just gonna vaguely be like, oh, I wonder how that happened. And that's it. Very stupid. Yep, that's a real thing, Ari, and that's been a thing for a while, where when they want something to be special or important or like the focus, they very much like making it an extra class. And that's why they pulled a lot of extra classes out of their ass, instead of, using the extra classes that already existed. It was like, oh, look, guys, it's a new class. Get hyped. That being said, it is nice to have a male alter ego. At least we got our NP. Now, imagine having a survivability skill. That'd sure be useful. Gwen just eats people alive that don't have a survivability skill or like a charm or something. He just gets his second NP so quickly that you kind of just die. You know what? This is so unlikely to crit, but I mean, whatever. We're never gonna make stars. I'll take a 30%. I'd love a gunner class, man. Give me a 4-star Billy with his rifle. Don't worry, guys. We nerfed his healing. That is such a niche, by the way, but there's only a handful of fights where it's useful, and most of the fights where the enemy does have some kind of healing gimmick, they don't normally they're not an assassin, so it's really never worked out for her with their anti-healing thing, but one of these days it probably will. You know what? I wonder if on Medea I don't clear. I think that's it. I think on Medea we could do better. Chat, I'm having a big brain moment. I'm like seeing through a wormhole thanks to sleep apnea. We don't clear the first debuff on Medea because she doesn't need to heal that turn, and you could even use a command code to remove the dot if you needed to. And then the second NP, then you use it. So then you can have a double heal boost in Medea's second skill, and you heal for like 5k, and then you do the, actually you only have one heal boost, so it'd be 3.7, but you do that, and then you do the heal boost again and heal yourself again for another 1,500, and then the Juno one. So you could have like 6,000, 7,000 health, and potentially live another turn. Now that, you're not gonna win, like, of course not, you're not gonna win from doing that, but you could get farther than we got. And that's the whole point of that kind of stuff, is just get as far as you can and try to, you know, think of the things I just thought of, right? That is definitely better. That is absolutely better. Because you do not need to heal after the first NP, so you can weather the being skill sealed. Why is Gwen standing higher? That doesn't look right. Like, normally they're like they're on the same footing as the little guy, but Gwen was standing above him there. I wonder if it's because of the animation update or something. It just doesn't sync up right. Or maybe everyone's elevated like that, but I don't think so. I'm gonna look up one of my Queen of Sheba boss fights in a second and see, because I'm sure her NP is in like the Gilfest one. Can I get one more NP? That would be really swell. I'm okay with these attack downs, though. Make us less likely to explode. Don't worry, guys. We got a bunch of burn on them. We are probably going to do better than Medea unless we die here. Gwen. Damn, dude. If he had done, like, another multi-hit attack, we would have gotten our NP there. And we could have died with, you know, at least some pride there. Gotten a nice extra shot in. One turn off of our best skill. How unfortunate. I think if we big brain Medea, I think she can do better than we're doing with Sheba right here. Although Sheba doesn't have particularly good command codes and all that, so Sheba could probably get farther than this as well. Alright, Aerie, I feel like we have to do it. It's true she's in P2, but that is a benefit to 3 stars. They always get to be in P5, right? Aerie, we need the burb. I hate to do this to you, but we're doing casters clearly, so I mean we gotta do the burb. Hey, it's an old boss. It's an old boss. Maybe we can pig it, chat. Can we get a poll if people think it can be pigged or not, or a vote? You know what I mean. I'm in the middle of Grail front. All right, I'll grab some other casters while we wait. We'll build up the hype for Cersei. This is so stupid because in no world is 2030 good for soloing unless you're a unit like Mothman or something. Right? There are a few units out there where it's good, but she doesn't have attack foes. He's trying to be esports. This guy's trying to be esports. I would never do esports Castoria though, if you're slotting her like this, to like try to get FP and stuff, just because the way people sort. And also, she probably will normal attack some. She's on teams where she lives forever. So you might as well get some better normal attack damage while you're at it. And it's certainly gonna make her shit for this. Because, you know, we need to do less damage to Gwen. Alright, pig or no, let's see. I'm gonna vote yes. I'm gonna be optimistic, boys. I'm gonna be optimistic. I think I'm gonna get burned, but we're gonna root for Cersei power here. I voted no because I have no hope anymore. Ugh. Aries probably right though. I mean, we've been so disappointed so many times. Although everyone, we've had a few surprise pigs. We've had a couple of them. Do I use my battery stuff now to just get the ball rolling? I feel like I do. I feel like getting NPs up is more important than literally anything else. So we whiff most of our stuff here. Yeah, we've had like 1 or 2 times where we've pigged something that we were like, oh shit. But I think there's the retroactively made a tag in the game that probably didn't exist originally, and I think the tag is just boss. It's just they're flagged as a boss, and I think bosses are normally immune to pig unless they've got a fight where they specifically want her to be able to pig because it's thematic or something, or she's an event servant or whatever, and then maybe they take that tag off. But I think there's some kind of tag that can apply universally that they've used now or something. Wow, we got 50-50, 36-36 on if Cersei can pig or not. Well, we'll find out shortly. I'd be very happy if I could have gotten to more overcharge, but we're not going to make it there. We didn't have starting NP, so it's kind of a hopeless endeavor there. Oh. Oh. It's an NP1 caster or Toria, so that's not even possible. Well, the timing worked out pretty well here. Sadly, we're going to get debuffed and then remove the debuff. We're using our debuff clear before the debuffs. I don't know what the fuck I was formulating sentence-wise there. This is like not... This is not going to be a good solo because she's got no attack foes. We're using 20-30 of all things on a unit that doesn't have good star gen and just so many things. Although we just crit, and we just crit again. Oh my god, we're going to loop. And that means we get rid of the debuffs. Well then. Oh, I like how look how the votes change when it's money where your mouth is. Look how the voting changes now that something's on the line. When it was just a vote and nothing mattered, it was 50-50. Now it's quite lopsided. Funny how that works. What do you want on Cersei? I mean, I'll just trust your judgment. I mean, Black Grail's not bad, the way she plays. I would say 1,000,000% Black Grail if this account had better on Death CEs. Unfortunately, we don't have good on Death CEs, but we at least have something. So, I mean, Black Grail is fine, but if you think something else is better, go for it. I'll just trust your judgment on that one. You definitely use Cersei more than me, but Black Grail doesn't seem like a bad idea. Do I Atlas here, or do I wait 1 turn? Hell, do I wait 2 turns? I think I Atlas, wait. Okay. Here's the plan. We're gonna NP here, just to, like, take less normal card damage, and then we'll use our Mystic Code for the NP that comes up. I should have done the other skill, actually. It's not like the attack up is gonna do anything. Why does Artoria look like she's straight out of the academy? And she's from a different world, so like God knows, because it's kind of modern looking, right? Which doesn't fit Camelot, but they said she's from a different world. So like just like a Lantoria, it's not the same Artoria that we normally have. So it's the same shtick. I wonder if it's a Lost Belt though, where because like the Lost Belts go up to modern time, right? So I wonder if that's the thing. Hey Zaw, we just used your Queen of Sheba. We're doing casters right now, apparently. That wasn't even intentional, it just kind of came about naturally. Guarded. I was gonna guard something, the burn, well, doesn't really matter. Probably NP here. Yeah, I'll get my NP again. I think I fucked up with Atlas though. I'm whiffing the turns that it gave me back where I'm not casting the skills anyway, so they could have come back naturally, then done Atlas. So basically we're just like walking towards Gwaine and picking up a staff over and over again. But then we don't do anything, and he's just slowly beating us to death. So if she had attack foes and good command codes, she'd actually do pretty well. She wouldn't win by any fucking means, but command codes would really help. Like healing, like heal boost and healing, because we're just art spamming so much. In total, we would have gotten a lot of health back by now. Unfortunately, we're going to die now. I guess I do this. Wait, does it? I think it takes the super invulnerability first, so you won't hold it. I don't think I can cast it and save it. Like, it's not like having David's evade under the invulnerability. I don't think it works that way. I think it tries to save the regular invulnerability, which won't do you any good because it goes away in a turn anyway. So I think do I just art because I have the art up? I guess so. Shiva made it to like 297k, which isn't awful, all things considered, but it's not amazing either. If she had better command codes and better luck and that kind of thing, she could have done a little bit better. Not much though, because she has no survivability skill and Gwaine double NPs, so super quick. So there was no world where she was going to do super well. Well, we're dead here, unfortunately. Unless the only way we live is if Gwaine double buffs. Which sure he does occasionally, but if I was gonna put command codes on her, I mean heal boost on art and heal on art, and then something else on the other art, so you don't have to use the heal one. Basically, if you're gonna do art and you don't want to use the heal, you just use the other art card, right? But you want to use the heal boost pretty much every turn. I don't know, probably maybe use your Juno one on the other art card or something, so you could still get some kind of healing going on. Because over this many turns, we would have healed many times, and we definitely could have kept going a bit. I think she could have made it to maybe, I don't know, if she had attack foes, command codes, better CE, all the little things, I could see her making it to 250, maybe 200k in a really crazy world. And who knows, maybe there's some bullshit setup where you have the right, I could see a really impactful CE comboing with command codes and maybe allowing her to loop and even winning in some bullshit way, but I don't know. Alright. Time for the main attraction. Wait, I may not have you added, Ari, on this piece of shit account. Let me check. I do not. That does not surprise me. Any chance you have your friend code on hand? Clearly, Ari, it is because your account is not worthy of this amazing, immaculate account with its one leveled servant. You're not on my level. I'm sorry, but you'll have to come back when you have leveled more characters, Ari. It's just I couldn't possibly endure adding someone with such a paltry selection of servants. Meanwhile, this account's it's one leveled servant. It doesn't even have max skills, by the way. Such a strong account. Oh, are you in another stage? Do we have to? Okay, well, guys, we're just building up more hype for Cersei. Clearly, we'll just summon another caster. It's fine. All right, what do we got here? That Han 777. That's the ult account though. It's good old max failure. It's so good. I love that. All the other we don't really have other casters really. I mean, just a lot of caster Artorias, and they're not really set up in a way that would make them significantly better. Hans would just be sad. I wanted to keep it caster themed, but I mean, I guess we could do a Asclepius, but he's a garbage. Oh, here we go. Story support Da Vinci. Oh, how could this possibly go wrong with her 8,000 attack because she has a CE that has no stats on it and doesn't give you an offensive bonus? What could possibly go wrong? I like how these CEs don't even have stat. Like, there's no it's not 0. There's just no stats. Like, there's literally no stats. It's crazy. She's so dead. Okay, there's Ares code. Damn it! If it was gonna be that fast, I would have just stayed there. But don't worry, this won't take very long. We're probably gonna die in like 2 turns. She's level 65. She's level 65 with no foe items and none of her buffs. Nice animation update, by the way. Her attacks animations are completely fine, really. Like, they're what you would expect. It's her sprite that's pretty out of date. Well, getting like cards at least. See, that thing just appears and disappears, but it has like a little mana forming and stuff, so it doesn't look ridiculous. They can't be bothered to do that for a lot of other things that they probably should. Do I face tank this one? How long? Her guts last 3 turns. I mean, I don't think I'd be able to heal back up. If she had I would like to use a proper Da Vinci, actually. I think if you big brain with command codes, you could potentially get some value out of like her healing, the command codes, the guts, and you might be able to make something work. I don't think I should have guts there then. As nice as the NP up is, I should have saved it for the next NP. That was a mistake. I have sinned. Watch for DW to wait for Da Vinci to come back from the dead to get an AU. I mean, who knows? There'll probably just be an event again at some point. And also, sometimes they just... hell, they can do it for Solomon. I could see them doing it for Solomon. When they do a Solomon tie-in. That I really could see. I really could see that. Like how the Knights of the Round just got animation updates. Because they don't really want to use her in events because that would take away from her being dead. Even if it was a new Da Vinci, right, that was like summoned and wasn't the one we know and stuff, I feel like they just wouldn't want to do that. Shoutouts to how pointless Atlas is when you only have 2 skills. That's how Sansa feels all the time, except it's 1 skill. She punched him right in the face there. Hey, our defense up kept us from getting too shredded. Can she live 1 more turn? I think our guts wears off here though, so again we messed up. Yeah, I just cast it too soon. If I cast it 1 turn later, it would have been way better. Big mistake. Although she's doing nothing. I mean, literally, she's doing nothing. I was gonna be happy if she made it to like, you know, 320, but we're not making it there. 9,000. Don't worry, guys. We got double crit down. Okay, quick. Buster. And Buster. We are alive. Now imagine if we had guts, we could get 1 more turn in. Unfortunately, we didn't do that. That was a complete mistake too, because the NP up could have just applied to a different NP. Our damage output wouldn't have changed. We just would have lived a turn longer. And our soft survival actually would have lasted longer too. So I wasted a turn to defense up and we had invulnerability. So that was just a bad play in every way. I haven't used Da Vinci in a long time, so I kind of forgot that her skill works that way. And I thought the guts lasted longer. I think if they ever add Guadia or Solomon or anything like that, I do not think they would add him for that. I think if they would add him, they're going to add him with something that's going to happen at the end of the Lost Belts. Because Guadia is in the story for the Lost Belts, so I definitely think they would wait for that. You never know. You never know, though. They can do weird things from time to time, but I think they're gonna wake if they do anything with him. Alright, Ari, any chance you can send me the numbers again? Oh yeah, I found it. I scrolled up and I got it. I'll leave my thing up in case you need it. Already sent? Okay. You're on the ball. Okay, pretty good command codes. I got the attack up removal. I know why you did that. So I feel like default would be better for her again, but at rank 9, we'll stick with Atlas. Yeah, I honestly have no idea who's going to be the anniversary servant either. It could just be someone random we've never seen before. I mean, they've done that plenty. So who fucking knows? Do you think they'll do something from Lost Belt 6 though? Because Lost Belt 6 is going to come out a bit before the anniversary. And I could see them like, oh, look at this cool thing that was in Lost Belt 6. So then it'll be rated up, a few months later or however long. And then that's that. Wish we had gotten a better hand, but good enough. Let me think. Her defense down is a 5-turn cooldown. Even though I don't have a Brave Chain, I kinda want to do that. Just so it comes back sooner, and I can use it again. I'm telling you, if we had proper on-death CEs, this wouldn't be so bad. Alright. Can we pig? I think we can pig, but he guarded it. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Because he might be able to guard it even if it doesn't work. That's gonna be crazy if we can actually use that, though. If so, I kind of need to change how we play, though. Ari, what do you think? Maybe regular starting NP or something, and then like you get your first NP after the taunts die? Because I feel like using the 100% charge isn't good if you can pig and you have taunt walls, right? You're not buying yourself any time. I don't know what needs to change then, though. Maybe you just build up the normal way. I don't know, but because losing Black Grail sucks, but I do feel like we're gonna have to try to do something there. I don't know though. I'm not sure how to maximize this. Because if pigging works, that's super good. But now I'm not gonna be able to cast it for quite some time, so I guess we'll have to see. Yeah, I know. If you don't have Black Grail, you lose a lot of damage, indeed. But let's try aerial drive and then see if it's like a catastrophe or not. And see. I like those crits though. Cersei does not have a buffed NP. She's never been buffed in any way because they hate her. Because she's a caster that is a single target damage dealer. And you just can't have those. Alright, let's try this again. By the way, Gwaine, if he does guard, it's just his magic resist, which is just 20%. Oh my god, you can pig Gwaine! I can't believe this. I figured though, if there ever was bosses you could pig, it's the bosses that were before Cersei was ever added to the game. But some of those have failed too, though, to be honest. So I don't know what the hell's up. I'll take it though. I'm okay with this. She might be able to solo this. I'm telling you, if you min-max the hell out of this and get lucky and just, you know, get all, you keep redoing it until you figure out the exact command codes that make the absolute, you get the most value, and you find the CE that gets the most value, she might be able to beat this. I don't know though, it'll get really nasty at the end. The thing that really hurts her is the fact that she doesn't have hard survival of her own. What? Chat, I think we just broke the game. The animation didn't even play properly. But look, the game's not stalled. The game is still playing like she's still in her like she's in her idle animation, but it's like looping really fast, so it's not letting her like change to like her anything else, but the game is still running, right? It's not stalled. Look, you can see like the click marks. If the game stalls, you can't see these click marks, right? And the physics are still working on her feathers and stuff. But yeah, the game didn't play. It didn't play the what do you call it? The particle. It didn't like generate the particle effects for his slash, right? Cersei being able to pig was a glitch that broke the game. Sounds about right. Like DDLB was like, Cersei, pig something, quick, patch the game, quick. This is an emergency. Cersei picked a boss. Everything's ruined. We can't have this. Yeah, it feels bad, Ari. Like, did someone just pick a boss? Not on my fucking watch. Cersei can't pick Edmund in the event, and it was before Camelot. I don't understand. Then I don't understand. Maybe it's just the game thinks it's a primary boss, or like a major boss, and Gwen just isn't flagged for that. 90% NPing on that. Oh my god, I literally have to do this. You're kidding me right now. I really want to see her, if we could get more tactical pigs out. Honestly, I think she's more useful in this fight than you would generally think then. An archer is probably still better, but yeah, Cersei can help you out quite a bit here. Sadly, we are dead now, but look how fucking far she got, and I doubt we did that super meta. Like, there's probably a better route to go with whatever command code, whatever CEs, and who knows, maybe we need a gut CE or some random shit, you never know. I could see gut CE being okay just because it lets you survive another NP, but I don't know. Yeah, you're probably right, Ari. Yeah, let's try guts then. I think I definitely think our damage is going to drop off so much that the extra pigs I don't think are going to help enough. And what really makes this hard, and this is why Gwaine is somewhat of a difficult fight to solo, especially at neutral, is he just NPs so often. So even if there's a one-turn gap in your defense, right, you might get smacked by an NP, especially for people that use stun, pig, you know, petrify, charm, you know, those kinds of things. If you don't have help from the team to have some kind of hard survival, you know, you can just fall over dead, so... The Buster Up one would be better, but it's level 15. Yeah, I haven't leveled that one either. It's too niche to be worth, like, the XP right now, so it's kind of low on the totem pole. Do I pig right away, then? This is a great hand. The problem, if I don't pig right away... The problem if I don't pig right away is... Again, it's on a useless... Okay, if I pig now, it's on a useless turn. if I don't pig now, I'm whiffing a lot of turns off our cooldown. And I would not do it if I thought I'd get my NP before, like, when my taunts died, but there's no way. Her NP gain is kind of bad. We don't have an art chain, and this, like, if it was my main account, I might do it, because my main account can give a lot more NP charge on death for the taunts, but this account can't. So I don't think she'll get her NP right away. This is really tricky. If we had gotten, like, all 3 of her art cards or something, then I would go for it, but, the other option is you first skill and you just hold, you don't use it, and you hold it. That doesn't make any sense. Command spell, yeah. Well, we'll hope to RNG this, but, we may regret this. I wish we had gotten the Merlin one, that would have really helped. But it'll be interesting to see by the end of this if we're 10% off, although we might get it next turn, we'll see. There's no way, though. We're not getting our NP in time. There's no way. That's really awkward for her. Damn, so close. Getting the art chain. It is possible for her to get her NP if you get very lucky on these opening turns, but you have to get very, very lucky. That's definitely the best timeline for her, though. She kind of needs that to line up. Being able to double NP would be phenomenal, especially if you could do it on the NP turn, because then he can't build towards his next NP for 2 turns straight. Okay, I'm gonna cheat because I just want to know. I just want to, because it's possible. We're not. It's clearly possible to get your NP there. It's very luck based, obviously. But I'm gonna do this just because I want to see what would happen if you had like a good run like that. Let's see, what would we do here? I guess the Dream would have the Merlin command code right now, but that'd be almost impossible. Go for the crit. If he guards us, we're screwed, but there's just nothing we can do about that. Okay. We have to roll the dice on this twice, though. 80% twice. Does she have item construction or anything? She does. We have a 90% chance to pig then. Why am I yelling? As long as Gwaine is A. I think his magic resist is A. Let me make sure. Gwaine's magic resist is... No, it's B. So we actually have like a 92.5% chance of pigging. So that means him guarding it earlier was some bullshit. Yeah, our damage though. You could do this in a video without the command. How could anyone think we needed that command code? I even explained how I was just mimicking a run where you got good, you know, RNG at the start. So if this was going to be a video, I wouldn't use a command spell. I would just, you know, get the good opening hand. Cry, because that would take forever, but, like, it's clearly not a necessary one. If it's necessary, so you'd use it later, because, like, oh, I don't have my MP and I die without it, right? And that being said, I doubt she can solo this, even with getting your NP at the start like that. Anyway, because we die in 3 NPs, and it doesn't take Gwaine that long to NP 3 times, and our damage is just so much less than it was before. I hate using the heal here. I should have swapped those around. I hate using the heal here, but I gotta get my NP. It's really important. Ideally, I want to be able to NP and then get my NP again before his next NP. That's pretty optimistic of me, though. No way she can. Well, maybe Gwaine will be merciful and he'll do a lot of quicken art attacks. He did a quick there. Okay. If only we had Merlin here. Yeah, having to whiff, I whiffed so much stuff there. That's gonna really hurt us, because this is where we need it. We need NP gain here more than ever. Oh god, if we pig, he won't attack us, so that means we don't, I don't think I should impede there then. I don't know. If I had Merlin, I think I should impede there. If I don't have Merlin, I don't think I should impede there. It's a close call though, because you need the damage. Yep, nope, no buff. I have to get my NP this turn. And Merlin is still on summer break. Merlin, come back! We'll stop making fun of your bunny ears. This is so bad because I'm gonna lose my entire health bar. That's so bad. I needed to use my health bar as a resource, but we're gonna lose all of it here to the NP, and then we won't be able to run it back after that. Oh my God, we're 85. If I could just NP here, I could then, you know, at least stall him again, and then I could first skill. Oh my God, I could NP here, stall him a turn, first skill, stall him again, then use up my guts. Oh my God, so close. There's no point in healing. And we don't want to use Merlin, so I guess I do this. This is so unfortunate. Hearts have been broken. There comes the flame. Almost said here came the flame because brain not working. We have to heal so the burn doesn't kill us. I can't, oh God, let's see. What's the play here? We heal for 1,000, the dot does 1,000, we'll go down to 1 health. But I don't need to do the Merlin command code. It doesn't matter here. We have to fend off the next burn. That's the problem. Because burn can kill. The only time burn can't kill, we're dead. That's so stupid. We would have used our first skill and pigged again. We just lost like an 8% chance because again she has item construction, and Gwen's magic resistance is rather low, so he has like an 8% chance for something to guard it. So yeah, we could have pigged again and then attacked again. So she probably could have made it to about 120, 130. That's quite good, all things considered. I do wonder if you sit down and really try to min-max the right command code in CE, because there's all kinds of weird CC combos out there. I wonder if she could do it. Not reliably. There's no world where she could do it reliably, but I wonder if there's a way. Yeah, I'm not sure. I have no idea what the best CE is. It's really a hard call. Because we lived so long that we could have been getting so much value out of so many other kinds of CCs, right? Or CEs, right? Like there's so many things that we could have gotten value out of, right? So I don't know. I'm really not sure. That's a hard one to figure out. Wouldn't it be nice if we had story replay Airy and it didn't cost AP, so you could just test this from time to time and figure out whatever CE and stuff you have is best, and also Mystic Code, all that, right? But nope, we don't have that. All right, I should probably wrap up. I know it's a short stream and I do apologize, but my brain is fried. Your boy needs sleep. It's very hard to operate when I'm like this. So I had fun though. I had a good time. I'm gonna try super hard to stay on top of my sinuses here, and I'll try to get the best sleep I can so I can do more tomorrow and get some other games in. I want to play some Darkest Dungeon, man. But thank you guys for hanging out, and thank you so much for I really appreciate all. My stream has been doing better than ever. I don't even know why. I feel like I'm doing worse than ever because I can't stream as much and I'm like delirious and all this stuff. But you guys have helped a lot because I'm able to stay at home right now, right? Because I'm quite unwell, and it takes a lot of time for me to manage my symptoms throughout the day. And if I had to work a normal job, I'd be fucked right now. I basically, have to, go to a doctor and get take time off work sooner and before I'm vaccinated and all that, and you know it'd be rough. So I really appreciate it, guys. And in Fiji, Fiji-san, thank you for the the resub. But yeah, you guys have been a huge help. But I'm out of here. I'm gonna chill for a bit because my brain is fried. Hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow. And maybe we give Cersei a few more shots at this later, because I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Now, to be real quick, I to defend all the other casters. Cersei was obviously more upgraded than all the other casters, but that's because, you know, Aerie, you know, puts a lot of effort into her characters there. But she was very upgraded, but she still performed so much better than the other ones did. You know, she really, really did do. Wow, Cairo's playing FGO. Like how I just said, I didn't think Cairo was gonna play FGO until main story dropped. I guess he's checking out Grailfront chat. When you get in his chat, make him go in, make him deep dive about what he thinks about Grailfront. Don't let him get away with like 2 sentences. Make him deep dive and explain how he feels about Grailfronts. So go get him, yeah, because we're raiding Cairo. Okay, boys. I appreciate y'all. I'm out of here. I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Blah, 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 blah.